Hey there, Cubers, my name is Plus2 and welcome back to an episode of Minecraft on the Sector 17 server. And today we are starting this episode about 6 hours after the last episode ended. So I hopped on right as I got up this morning to check and see the stock from the shop to see if any of our stuff we got from the end of the last episode has sold. I got here and one of the server members, Seaton, was currently buying out all of our stock. They came by and they bought all 3 of the elytras that we had for sale. They bought, I don't know if they bought everything, but they bought all. I'm pretty sure they bought all 3 elytras. We've sold 2 stacks of end rods, a couple of shulkers, and a bunch of knickknacks. I don't even know what any of these things were. 2 dragon heads and a shulker head at least from our other stuff. So that's a lot of diamonds. I think it would be worthwhile to do some more end raiding to sell some more stuff. So we might get into that at some point during this episode. So it's just in the end here, collecting actually some chorus fruit. That's going to be for a future project. I don't think we're going to get to that today. Maybe? I'm not exactly sure where this episode is going to end up going, but probably not going to get to that today. It's for a newish idea that I've had that I think would be really cool. But yeah, I was just in here collecting some chorus fruits, and this is an entity that's right next to the to one of the teleporter things. So it's definitely completely rated. But what I was thinking is, in the end, I have rockets and all my stuff. I might as well go on a hunt because all 7 of the elytras that I got from raiding this morning are all already gone. My shop is completely out of stock for elytras already. So what I was thinking is it might be a good idea to just run out and just do some elytra hunting. I still have tons of all the other end stuff, shulkers and end rods and things like that. So I'm not gonna focus on mobs or end rods or anything. I'm just gonna hit end cities with boats, or end cities, check for boats, grab the elytras if they're there, and move on to the next one. And I'm just curious to see how many elytras I can pull in. Yeah, so we'll do that. I don't know, I was thinking about doing that for maybe an hour or so and see where that leaves us with that. So we'll give that a try, and I don't know, might get a few. All right, first elytra I found. Second city, first elytra. Not bad. 6 elytra after 35 minutes, 38 minutes or so. Okay, that's 7 after about 40 minutes. 8 elytra after about 50 minutes. 9 elytra after 53 minutes. 10 elytra after 55 minutes. 11 elytra after just about exactly an hour. Nice. Alright, shortcut home, we made it. Alright, so after an hour we pulled in 11 elytras, so we'll see how long those will last. It is again the next day since I restocked my elytras. All gone. Absolutely all gone again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, and oh, thanks for the elytras. Feel free to stop by my shop and grab 3 free netherite ingots. Oh, wow. Okay, that's amazing. For almost 5 stacks of diamonds, over 5 stacks of diamonds with this tip there. That's amazing. 3 free, 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wonderful. And then 3 more heads. Wow, that's crazy. Let's take a look at our diamond stock. That's pretty nuts. That's over a stack of blocks. Aw, yeah. 1 1/4 stacks of blocks plus 8 plus these extra blocks and 3 netherite ingots at some point. Plus all this ore. I've been doing. We gotta talk about. Where am I? We gotta talk about diamonds. We gotta talk about diamond ore mining because I think I've come up with the best diamond ore mining strategy ever of all time. It's amazing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna show it in this episode, and I might do a separate video doing kind of a tutorial on how to mine it. But it's pretty crazy. We'll do some talking about some diamonds here in a little bit. Who's that? Or no? Okay, so we are gonna run real quick over to spawn. JJ and a few other people on the server were talking about getting a gaming district set up, and one of the things that was mentioned was possibly setting the gaming district up at where the world spawn is. So I wanted to head over there and check it out because I do actually have. While I was end raiding the other day, I did come up with an idea for a really interesting concept for a game that I've never seen anyone do before, and I've done some specific Googling trying to see if I could find record of anyone having done anything like this, and I can't. So I'm actually really excited about it, and it's actually really convenient that they started talking about gaming districts right now, because I was just thinking, even if I did build this, where would I build it at? A gaming district would be perfect for that. So we're going to head over to where I believe, right here, the gaming district is being built at, and see what it's all about. This is JJ's game. I don't think this is finished. I could be wrong, though. It looks really cool. I think it's some kind of, it reminds me of the bending games from the Korra series, the Legend of Korra series. I haven't watched much of that series, but I do remember the bending games at the beginning where they were trying to push each other off the platform, and I think it's kind of the concept here. Seems like a really cool idea. This could definitely work. One of the things I'm going to run into with this, though, is I need an obnoxious amount of blocks to build this game idea that I have here, and I'll need an absurd amount of space in which to build it. So I don't really know if it's something we're gonna be able to build very soon, but we will. I'll keep working on figuring out how to collect all these blocks and keep this idea in mind. But at the very least, we do now at least have a gaming district on the server. So that's super exciting. Okay, I keep having to stop myself from getting distracted with this minigame project. I really need to save it for another episode because I'm not in any way near ready to actually do the building for it. And I have a lot of design work left to do for the game itself. So I said we were going to stop and we were going to talk about diamonds and diamond mining, and that's what we're going to do. I got really obsessed with this sort of as I was recording the last episode, and I actually had a hard time focusing on recording the last episode because I was so distracted with this one. I need to really talk about what I'm talking about with diamonds here in this episode, possibly record this other video before I move on into anything else. So right now, diamonds. Let's talk diamonds. This is a lot more relevant before I had all these diamonds when I was super poor. I'm curious of the returns that most people expect from a typical mining session. Like if you were to go out, I'm actually curious about this. Please write your response down in the comments or message me in some way and let me know what you expect. If you go mining for an hour, how many diamond ore would you expect to get? Like, would you be satisfied if you got 20 diamond ore? 30? Do you expect to get a whole stack of diamond ore every time you go out for an hour? And this is with, efficiency 5, with or without beacon. Let me know if you're thinking with a beacon or without a beacon. Let me know what the difference is to you. I'm really curious about what other people's impressions are of this. Now, for me, with a typical mining session, I would be happy in an hour's time with maybe 32 to 40 diamonds, somewhere in that range. To me, that seems good. About roughly a little more than 1 ore every 2 minutes on average. I don't know if I'm expecting too much out of that or not enough out of that. I don't know, but that's kind of in my head what I think. And that's on sort of an average session. That's not even considering the bad sessions where you could have 0 in an hour. You could actually have, go out for an hour and find 0. That's entirely possible. So the method that I'm going to show you here, I have been able to, just on a random couple sessions that I've done, I've been able to average more than 1 ore per minute. And I think it can actually get even faster. I'm thinking up to like 90 ore per hour. So 1.5 ore per minute, I think. I'm going to show you guys this method, and I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm really curious to see what people think of this method. I've actually gone through a lot of different mining styles, coming up with different methods and things for how to potentially how to best mine for diamonds. So let's go off a few thousand blocks and do some mining. Okay, we are off a few thousand blocks in this south. I just picked a random direction, headed south, and we're off a few thousand blocks here, and we are just going to dig down. And then once we get down, we'll set up our beacon. This is a beacon method, so you need to have a beacon in order to do this. Well, you don't need a beacon in order to do it, but it's more effective with the beacon. Okay, so get your beacon set up with haste 2. Okay, so then you continue to mine down. For anyone not aware, beacons will reach straight down 50 blocks. So the range extends. It's a cube around the beacon, and I'll go 50 blocks down. So you should be within 50 blocks of the bottom of the world, and you should be fine with your beacon. So then you're going to mine down to level 13, and that's kind of where you're going to start. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go around the square that you've made here, and you're going to mine straight out. Of course, we get like the worst possible situation to come up with here. And you're just mining. So the level that you want to be on here, you want to be, so your coordinates, your X, Y, Z coordinates are at 13. So you're mining out the 14th layer. So if you look at the blocks you're mining out, over on the right there, it says targeted block. You want that to say, right here, targeted block, you want that to be level 14. You're just going to go on like this. You're not trying to get every block necessarily. Like in these corners here, you can't reach all the way back there. That's fine. You're just trying to get through it pretty quickly. It's like this. And these are the situations that really slow you down here, is when you have to switch between different types of different tools. And then like that. All right, so now that's one layer done. You don't really have to worry about mining or lighting anything up unless you have accidentally broken, blocks, or you have gravel like this where mobs could actually spawn in. Then you want to light those up. But like areas like this over here where it's just one block tall, don't worry about that, because the only thing that can spawn there is spiders, and no creepers can spawn there, so we're not too concerned about that. All right, so then you go to one of your corners. I always like to do it on the one that I came in on, and you mine down. Hey, look at that. Look at that. You mine down as far as you can reach. Now I'm gonna grab these diamonds, but we're gonna pretend like we didn't find them. Okay. And you hop down, and then just like that. Perfect. Love it. All right, so you mine down, or you hop down, and then you do the same thing again. You make your tunnel in here. And then you do the same thing again. And you clear out this bottom layer. And so the layer that you should be mining here is, you're looking at layer 10 right now. Now this is not a good method if you're looking to get a bunch of extra stuff as well. Like if you're trying to mine out, redstone, iron, lapis, all that other stuff, coal. If you're looking for that stuff as well, this is not a good method for it. This is only good for finding diamonds. That's it. So you do that again. Make sure you light up anywhere that you've broken out blocks above you so that no creepers can spawn in. Then you do one more time, mine all the way down, hop down, oops, and then you make your circle around again. I've messed it up. 1, 2, 4, 5. No, I didn't mess it up. Okay. So take out your middle, mine your outside. Again, you can be pretty quick about this. Make sure you hit these ores. If you do see them, don't just skip over them because they're ores and take longer just to break. Because diamond can spawn on top of ores like that. So you want to make sure that you do get those mined out. All right, and just like that, now we are done with this chunk. Now we know there. Okay. So we did find the diamonds early on in this one, and so I'll talk a little bit about the theory behind this method and why it's so powerful. So the way that diamond generation works in Minecraft is in each chunk there can be up to 1 diamond ore vein that spawns in. There can be 0. It's I think it's a rare chance, but there can be 0 diamonds that spawn in a chunk. Most of the time there will be 1 diamond ore that'll spawn, or 1 diamond ore vein that'll spawn in a chunk. What makes this method so good, when you find your diamond, so really when we found those diamonds right here, you leave. You're done with this chunk. So all we did here was we mined out this center area, we mined out this layer here. That would, if you once you get into the rhythm with it, that would take like 30 seconds, something like that, like seriously like 30 seconds. And you mine those diamonds and you move on to another chunk. You're completely done with this chunk. You don't have to go down anymore because you know there's nowhere down there. Once you get a rhythm down with this method, you can mine out an entire chunk, check with almost 100% certainty to find the diamonds in that chunk if there are any, in less than 2 minutes a chunk. And on average, I usually find there to be about 3.5 to 4 ore on average per chunk. I think once you really get done with this method, if you get a good run going, I think you could get over 100 ore in an hour for this. And just to kind of demonstrate that a little bit, I want to do a 1-hour mining session here, and let's see how many we get here. So we started out 5 from this first one. I really want to see how many we can get with this method. So I'm gonna commit myself to a 1-hour mining session here, and yeah, I'll check back in with you guys in about an hour. Or I say check back in. I'm gonna record this hour, and I'll do a time lapse of it in the episode here. So you're about to see a time lapse of my 1-hour mining session, and we'll see how many diamonds we end up with at the end. Okay, guys. I think we're actually gonna end the time lapse there. I'm getting a bit, to be honest, I'm getting a bit turned around. Down here, I'm having a hard time thinking of which directions I've already been, and what the problem I'm having with that, or the reason I'm having that problem, is because was not paying attention when I put my beacon down. You really want to make sure you put it down on the very corner of a chunk, and I will do a separate video on this mining method, and I'll detail out where to place the beacon exactly, for the optimal range. But if you place a beacon right in the corner of a chunk, you should be able to get sort of a oh gosh, what is it? I think it's like a 6x6 area of chunks that you can mine out. So 36 total chunks, which should take you a little over an hour to mine out. I just, when I was placing that down, I wasn't paying attention to where I put it down, and that's causing me a lot of issues now, because I can't really get to the chunks that I think I should be able to get to, so I keep having to turn around. I've also run into quite a few more lava pools and underground caves than I usually run into with this method. But as you can see, it's still a very, very profitable method. So let me just do this chunk here now that I found the new chunk that I can actually do. And then we'll wrap it up. I'll check out these statistics from the session after I do that. So one more layer down. I also was not paying attention as I was digging down, and I jumped down before I checked it, and I almost died in lava. I'm sure you saw that in the time lapse there. I was actually really close. You want to make sure, first of all, that you're checking before you're jumping down better. So you don't do that, jump down into lava, and you'll also want to make sure that you have fire resistance, blast resistance, and there we go, and probably some like fire protection potions as well, or fire resistance potions as well, just to be on the safe side with everything. If you're careful, you really don't need it, but it can definitely save you. So, okay, let's take a look here. Let's get back up top and back to, where's the center? There it is. And we'll take a look at our haul from that short session. So that session was about 43 minutes into this recording here. So everything that you just saw happened within 43 minutes. So I stopped the recording after I made the intro to this method, started a new one for the actual mining session itself, and that ran for 43 minutes, and we've got 74 diamond ore in 43 minutes. Where's my calculator? That is 1.7 ores per minute from that short session. Obviously, you can't really pull an average from that short of a session, but that's a pretty good mining session right there, I gotta say. 74 ores, which will break down in almost triple the diamonds in 43 minutes. So that is that method. Let me know what you guys think of that in the comments below. I'm really curious to see what other people think of it. And I will be making a video going over this method at some point on the channel here. And yeah, so keep an eye out for that. And for now, we will go ahead and get back to recording this episode. So I'm currently in the process of editing this episode together, and I realize how diamond heavy of an episode this is. I'm pretty much out of time for everything, and the episode's already running a bit longer than I usually record, but it feels like everything is related to diamonds, which, I mean, it is Minecraft, so it's very diamond centric as it is. It's not exactly my fault that it's all related to diamonds, but this was a really diamond heavy episode, I gotta say. So I want to do something a little bit different. My base looks so good in the distance like that. Again, to help making diamonds, I would try to do the wither fight, since I think I have enough heads for 4 wither fights right now. I don't think we'll do all 4 right now. I'll probably just do 1 or 2. I don't know. But I also learned a little bit about the wither fight since my last one. I was not at all prepared for that last fight. I could have very easily died. For some reason, I didn't realize that when the wither withers you, it's like almost guaranteed to kill you, or is guaranteed to kill you. And thankfully I didn't ever get hit by it during my fight, so I didn't ever end up dying. But I figured I shouldn't count on being that lucky again. For my next wither fight, I should make sure that I have some milk in case I do get withered. I can stop it. And I can't find any cows. Okay, I think this area will work pretty good. My base is back this way. I just want to dig a little ways in each direction to make sure there aren't any big underground caves here. Oh, and that's good too. Okay, yeah, I think this is a pretty decent spot right here, actually. Okay, I think we should be pretty good. I've cleared out all of my inventory. I've gotten a protection for chest plate on instead of my elytra. Got some milk. I have some backup milk in my chest in case I do die. And I have some backup carrots as well. And a weapon. So hopefully we'll be good. Even if we do die, we should be able to come back pretty strong. So yeah, I think we're ready to go. Let's give this a try. This feels a bit close, but it's fine. Alright, there we go. Oh, okay, okay. God, it's always so scary. Please don't be a cave. I swear I checked. Why does it feel like it's really hot? Oh no. Did this happen again? Okay. Oh. Okay. It's not great. Super not great. Okay. It's not terrible though. Could definitely be worse. We're doing okay. Okay. Got it. Okay. Ooh. Yikes. All right. Probably a terrible idea to try to do this again here, but we'll see how it goes. Went fine here the first time. I see no reason why it shouldn't go fine the second time. Why is it always so scary? Okay, good, 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 good. Shields down. Alright, I think we might be able to handle this. Oh, we're professionals. Yes. Alright, 2 nether stars. So we can make 2 more beacons, so we can use speed. We can set up a speed beacon for when we go mining. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this episode here. I hope you enjoyed it. I realized it was very diamond focused, but I hope you still had fun anyway. And I hope you enjoyed the wither fights here at the end. We'll get set up with 2 beacons. We'll get even more diamonds. And in the next episode, I think we'll probably do that chorus fruit idea that I have. And I'll talk more about that. And hopefully be able to get the entire build completed in the next episode. Anyway, guys, as I said, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already. And I will see you guys in the next episode.